All right, we welcome you back to the Boot Room NYC. It's been a melee here after the Liverpool win, and I'm sure that's always the case in the case of a Liverpool victory.
It always is. I mean, this place, you see, it's like ridiculous o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and this place has always been. I mean, this is like an early kickoff, and you can barely hear us over this. But
I know.
I mean, this is like a small number of people. Usually we'd have. I mean, you wouldn't be able to move.
Can you turn that up, Bob? I can't hear it all.
That's all we got. Go ahead.
Keep
talking.
Okay.
No, yeah, I mean, like, especially on Derby Day, I mean, you've got your true fans here. It's always great to beat Everton.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
beautiful.
Home victory. So, yeah, I mean, this is us. This is our kind of home supporters club.
Beautiful.
Passionate fans here.
And in victory, you guys gave me a nice hat. I love this.
I know.
I think the suit coat
We
hat
need to get you one of the hoodies, and I've got your scarf. I mean, we're kind of like mixing the brand representation here.
I love it. It's cross promotion.
It is. That's what
beautiful.
Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Liverpool, from Eggborough, Liverpool. So yeah, I've lived in New York 2 years nearly now.
Okay. And I don't think we introduced our new guest.
Sorry.
Yes, your name?
I'm Natalie. I'm one of the Boot Room regulars. So,
very good.
Yeah, welcome to the Irish American.
Thank you, Natalie. We had a great time. We want to thank everyone for being so cordial and wonderful to us. And you, maybe because you guys won, but you guys were nice even before the match started.
No, that's true. I mean, win, lose or draw, this is what you get from the Boot Room.
Is there any Tottenham fans in here? Just wondering.
Just
any Spurs fans in here?
Ooh.
When you guys were singing "When the Spurs Go Marching In," I really liked that. I really did.
This is the thing, though. We embrace football fans. We do have a resident Chelsea supporter, actually. We don't mind as long as we finish above them, maybe not Chelsea.
I think in America you have to be a little more liberal because we all need to stick together. And look, I've never been to Tottenham or Liverpool, so why I'm a Tottenham fan, I have no idea.
How are you a Tottenham fan then? What's the connection there?
Well, you know, when you start,
I'm a journalist, I ask the question.
You know what's funny when you pick a team here, you know, you kind of need a rooting interest. You know what I mean? So I picked Tottenham. There was a quiz that said pick your EPL team. And it came down to them or Manchester City.
Oh well, you picked the right one.
Manchester City wasn't very good. They were on the rise at that point.
Before they got all their money.
And then I found out down the road, I picked Tottenham, and I found out that the fans, it was a very Jewish section of North London, and I'm Jewish. So it's funny. How did I become a Tottenham fan? It was like kismet, so it was beautiful. So that's what happened.
You love the Yids. He loves these.
They call them the Yids. I'm like, that's
gotta be.
It's true. You need to get over to White Hart Lane and get a game.
My wife won't let me go, and I'll tell you why.
Mazel tov.
Because I think you're a little clumsy.
Because I'm a clumsy. Bob just pointed that out to me.
Here, let me just lean over and tell you and break a shot glass while I
do it. Anyway, so my wife found one Epcot. That, you know, they had 2 English buildings and 2 French buildings. So that she goes, you don't have to go to England. You can just go to Epcot. So she went. So for good faith, I went to Epcot 3 times.
Well, there we are then.
And then they backed out of my trip for my 50th birthday.
Gosh.
So now she says, well, maybe for your 60th we could go. It's like 8 years from now.
Don't let her push it to your 70th. Don't let that happen.
I know, really. You know, she's hoping I die before we have to go.
I once went to a game at White Hart Lane, but I was in the home fans. And I literally had to sit on my hands the whole time because when we scored, it was like.
And I bet you won, though.
No, we got beat actually. So I just I wasn't.
Sorry to hear that. Here's the thing, though. I have a question for you. As an English citizen, right?
Yeah.
Who follows soccer very closely. What do you think with Tottenham with their alignment with the NFL, the football league here? Because I think that's a huge thing. I wonder what somebody on the outside thinks about it.
Before I moved over here, I started following the NFL quite closely as well. Like, because when they started bringing the games over to Wembley, it brought a much kind of, like, I mean, we knew what NFL was, obviously. You had, like, the NFL in the UK, but they started bringing, it was the Jacksonville Jaguars, wasn't it? They came over and did a couple of games. I went to the 49ers game at Wembley. Yep. I adopted the Patriots, and then when I moved over here, I realised that was a bad idea.
Oh, not in New York City, probably.
Well, exactly. And then you realise they're aligned with Trump, and it's like, okay, no, just no. But I think it's a good thing. I think, you know, soccer's becoming a bigger thing over here. NFL's becoming a bigger thing over there. So I mean, like, yeah, we need to quibble over who calls what football.
I think football should be the game where you kick the ball with your foot.
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you?
Instead of kicking it through 2 little metal bars. But that's just my opinion. Okay. But, you know, I bet we probably had the name for me. we probably had to name football first anyway. I'm guessing, you know.
Probably.
But it's okay because no matter what you call it, it's a great sport.
It is, indeed.
And it's wonderful to come here and find in New York. That's the wonderful thing about it. You find people that are really from Liverpool.
No, it's
really.
true.
And you know, it's one time I remembered. You may know the name of the bar. Maybe you can recall. There's an Everton bar.
It's Mr. Dennehy's in Greenwich
Mr.
Village.
Dennehy's. We did a show there
That's
years
right.
ago, and that was very interesting. And we were there, and it wasn't a Derby day,
No.
but you know, but it's funny. But no, if they had you should have some kind of joint project
No,
with Mr. Dennehy's.
We should.
huh?
Well, do you
Yeah.
know what? My boss from work back in the UK is an Evertonian, and when he came over to visit us here, I took him to Mr. Dennehy's. I think it was the Leicester City game. Actually, it was the end of the season, so it was like kind of when it was sort of they'd already won and they got the big fanfare. But yeah, no, it's great. I mean, like the fact that like when I first moved here, I googled kind of where I could watch the match, and one thing we say about here is like this becomes like Georgie's talking. It's like a family. It is like a family, and that's why I get up. I mean, I work night shifts. I go to bed at 4 or 5 o'clock. It's the only thing I get up for at 6:30 in the morning.
So you're happy that you moved to New York?
Absolutely.
What do you do if you don't mind?
I'm
me
a
asking?
journalist. I work for the Daily
that's
Mirror in the
right.
UK.
I did know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
she did say that.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So that's it. So you get to write it. So do you find it? So you're not planning to go back anytime soon, huh?
No. I mean, like, don't tell my family that. Sorry, I am coming home. No, I was,
I don't
very
think they
honest.
get the internet in Liverpool, so I think you'll be
So
okay.
what do you cover then for the Daily Mail?
Absolutely everything. I do news, sports, showbiz. When I first moved out here, I was the only person they had out here, so it was news, sports, showbiz. Stick dusters on my feet, I clean the floor at the same time. so-
American sports though?
No,
American news,
we
or-
kind of like we sort of dipped our toe in the US, so we're getting a bit more into the kind of US things. I mean, I'd have a whole army of people out here if I could. There's 5 of us out in the US now, but tends to be kind of more the time zone than the place. But we're getting there. But yeah, I as I said, I follow NFL, so I'd like us to do a bit more of that kind of stuff. But it's good, it's good to see that football, soccer is such a good thing over here. Watching it like NBC, being sports, that kind of
Right.
stuff. It's good that they are that into it.
Natalie, what do you think? I mean, because it's very interesting to pick your brain on these things.
Go
What do you
for
think
it.
of the MLS?
Well, you guys got Steven Gerrard, so it was obviously big. It's big enough for him to move out here. Well, no, he's like on.
He's
loan.
around the corner somewhere, like 3,000 miles from
Well,
here.
do you know? No, I mean it's becoming bigger. You're getting the names. You got Frank Lampard, Steven
Right.
Gerrard. You got David Villa. No,
Yeah,
is it?
David
yeah,
Villa.
David
David
Villa.
I think he's still on the New York FC. right?
NYCFC.
I was really hoping to because I think it's either just before I moved here or I was hoping to catch Stevie over this side of the country rather than I've not been over to LA. I maybe have to, but
You should.
it's taking it. Yeah,
You definitely
the
should.
weather's back. Yeah,
You
it's
should.
raining
And Las
sunny.
Vegas also, if you've ever been
I've been
there.
to Vegas once
Yes.
before. I should really go.
You definitely
again.
have to. I mean, I'm sure there's places that where you're from where you just have to get to.
Oh, absolutely.
Vegas, Hollywood, definitely 2 big ones.
We've got 2
Yeah.
staff over in LA, so I need to go and check out Hollywood.
By the way, in my opinion, both trump by Manhattan, by the way. So you're in my opinion, you're the greatest place in the United States. But it's
pick
scary.
that.
It's a little
Wow,
scary and
that's
a little
great.
loud, a little dirty.
Yeah, no, it's cool. But no, I mean, I think the MLS, I think, is it's again same as kind of the NFL. It's getting more recognised over there. People follow the players over there. So you hear about like Ashley Cole's joined as well. And it's like
Yes, that's right.
British people follow the players. So it's like, oh, hang on, all these people are going over to the MLS. And maybe I've sat and watched. I think it's kind of funny, like seeing how you guys interpret the game over here. It's like there's quite a funny Twitter account. Is it USA Soccer Guy or something, where you use like kind of NFL terminology for soccer.
That's interesting.
It's like kind of like rough play and all that. It's like, what's rough play? But it's kind of funny, I mean, it's like some weird hybrid. But again, it's taking off over here, and I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
You know what
Now-
I found the biggest issue with Americans with soccer or football?
Yeah.
The biggest problem that they have is the way it's done. Like they count like forward instead of backwards with the time.
That's true.
They never can understand the extra time and the referee doing it. They go,
That's true. It's
"How
like,
about
it's over. It's over. this is what I could never understand when I first started watching NFL. I felt like it was kind of like, because there's so many breaks.
Yes.
And then it's like,
Horrible.
I likened it to when you've got kind of like, you're trying to occupy a toddler and you kind of jangle the keys or something shiny in front of them. There's so many breaks, it's like, right, we're going to fire T-shirts into the crowd, or
Yes.
we're going to get cheerleaders, which I kind of love. I mean, that's why I think NFL was a great thing in the UK, because like the kind of like the entertainment value, it's like, you know, it's a show. You don't do, I mean, like, hey, okay, it's great, but you sit still for like 45 minutes just watching people kick a ball.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. though.
It's like to hear a British person say
I gotta
that.
tell you what,
yeah.
there's nothing aesthetically pleasing about firing T-shirts with a cannon into the stands. I mean, I hate that.
Yeah.
personally. Hate it.
Yes,
It's cool for us.
nothing like big fat guys in 20-degree weather with no shirts on. That's the wonderful thing. Yeah.
That's true.
But now, what do you find since you've come here, and obviously you're covering in part soccer? What do you feel about the soccer IQ of the average American fan?
I think,
And maybe the people sitting here on a Saturday morning are a lot different
Yeah.
than randomly running into somebody on Broadway Street.
yeah,
but-
yeah. I mean, I have to say, like the kind of the fans that I hang out with
Yeah.
are probably more kind of. I'm surprised. Well, in fairness, I was surprised at how many American fans I met when I was over here, and that's
Sure.
really good to know, because it's like, you know, so many fans who. Because you meet a lot of Manchester United fans, and you meet what we'd probably call glory hunters, but then at the same time, it's the same for Liverpool, because Liverpool obviously had their heyday in the 80s.
Sure.
And so you've got people who picked their team because of that. I mean, I was born and raised in Liverpool. I had no choice but to be a Liverpoolian.
Yeah.
But I was amazed at how many Americans adopted the team, knew what they were talking about. So, I mean, it's better than I thought it would be.
Sure.
But, yeah, no, you guys know your stuff. You know more about soccer or football, British football, than I do about NFL. So, it's cool. And you,
there you
guys,
go.
you probably wouldn't have shows like this in the UK for American football. So, not that I know of. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, this is great. I mean, like, kind of shows like this kind of put it out there. So, it's great.
It's good. That's
It's
good.
cool.
Glad to hear that. Eric is rambling. He's roving. That's good. Very good. But
Tottenham game on. I'm brokering
Nice.
trying to get the Tottenham.
Or more shots.
Yes.
yeah, or shots. That's fine
Oh,
too.
do you see
Listen,
the red mask I got from the whiskey? I break
yeah,
that. Isn't that horrible?
Listen, you either
How's
want the
that?
Tottenham game on or enough shots that you think that's the Tottenham game.
It wouldn't take that long. He looks like.
I'd take Tottenham over the Chelsea game any
look,
day.
I agree.
Oh.
Possibly.
Healing
Oh,
plus.
yep. He's getting this on for you.
Yeah.
He actually is.
Boy, we finally had to go all in New York to get some pull. It's amazing.
That's great.
It's
That
all
is
you,
great.
Bob Long. It's all Bob Long.
Thank
Your legend is great.
So
Oh.
we
Almost.
Oh, that's
no.
Leicester style. Okay,
He's
that's
gay.
not what we meant.
now we asked her, and you said born and raised in Liverpool. What is the dynamic like between Liverpool fans and Everton fans? Now we were talking about Goodison and Anfield. They're in sight of one another,
They
right?
are.
The two pitches.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, this is the funny thing, because obviously they're both sides of Stanley Park, and the thing
Yes,
that
no.
I would.
It's not it. I'm sorry.
Watford Sunderland. We're basically going through every single game that's on telly today, apart from your own.
That's what happens.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Are we there?
What?
No, that's
No,
now
that's
we're on.
Sports
Now
Center.
we're on to
yeah, that's being sports or something probably.
Or ESPN Deportes, as it were.
This must make for good podcasting.
Yeah, it's great.
As
If
I'm
you could
commenting on
just, if
what's
you
on
could
the
just
TV.
keep interrupting
Just keep-
Natalie, that'd be great.
Sorry, Natalie.
No, with what one thing I would say is like the Liverpool-Everton rivalry is much. There's like a mutual respect there. If you were to ask me, we had guys in doing podcasts when it was the Manchester United game. There is genuine hatred there. What I would say about the Liverpool-Everton dynamic is
Yeah.
that we want to see Everton do well. It's a fellow Liverpool club. I mean, they might not say the same because we keep beating them, sorry. But we're all, at the end of the day, we're all Scousers. You'll see a lot of Everton have always supported us with the Hillsborough campaign, Justice for the 96. You won't catch an Evertonian talking bad about Scousers, that, whereas you get kind of, I mean, you know, you get the odd fans who we don't condone. The Heysel jokes, the Hillsborough joke, you know, that kind of stuff at the game. You wouldn't get that. No, Liverpool and Everton, at the end of the day, there's a friendly rivalry when you get a derby day, but at the end of the day, we're all Scousers. And if Liverpool or if Everton were in Europe, we want to see Everton do well. We want to see them get far. I would say that. Maybe some Liverpoolians would. I mean, we love taking the mickey out of them. but I mean that's a comfortable position for us to stay in because we keep eating them. But no, I mean, like when it's great particularly on Derby Day. I mean, I haven't been to a derby in Liverpool for a long time, but on Derby Day, all fans, Reds, Blues, walking across Stanley Park to the ground. It's one of the best feelings in the world. And you get for that 90 minutes when you're in the ground, and it is, I mean, they get so heated. Today was pretty calm. There wasn't any. There was there was quite a bit of dodgy tackles and that kind of stuff. You usually get your red cards and that kind of stuff, and Derby days are famous for that, probably more so than a Manchester derby or anything else like a London derby. Merseyside derby is always one of the most heated, but at the end of the day, I think once that's over, we're all back to being Scousers at the end of the day. So, but it's like one of the greatest matches to watch. That's what I mean. I get up at 7:30 in the morning to go and watch this. You wouldn't catch me getting up. We had the Swansea game at 7:30 or something the other week, and it was like, no, I'm staying in bed.
So being an English football fan, living in England, that's something I don't really know about. But what is that? What's that like?
An English football fan.
Being an English football fan in England.
In England, football is in your blood. I think no matter who you support, being an English football fan in England, it's your passion. It's what you're born and raised, and football is such a huge part of. It's a way of life over in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly on a Saturday. I remember being kind of like, I think I got my first kit when I was about 6, 7, something like that. And I remember like on a Saturday, you'd have the Saturday games. The results would come in. I remember sitting there. They used to have the football pools when you kind of, you do all the betting and stuff
Absolutely.
like that. And that, that was a way of life. And pretty much as soon as kids are born now, they're putting like a baby grow that's got like the colours on. And it's like I've got kind of Liverpool fans that are married to Evertonians, and it's like,
Yeah,
and
that's a big deal.
The thing is, I mean, if I was like, if I started dating someone, my dad would be like, who does he support? Like my sister is going out with a Manchester City fan, and it's like, okay, at least he's not a United fan. And it's such a huge deal. But I mean, and you get like a cup final day or a derby day, and you can just feel the kind of there's electricity in the air, the city. I mean, it's fantastic. But again, that's why finding somewhere like here is such an amazing thing, because it's like it's recreated. You've got a mini piece of Liverpool in America,
right.
and likewise. Right. So it's fantastic. You guys need to get over there. Go and check a game out.
We would love to. And so we have Natalie here, by the way, a journalist with the Daily Mail. Thanks for coming on Vuvu Soccer.
And Daily Mirror.
Daily Mirror, not a time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
I'm sorry. I just misheard you earlier. The Daily Mirror.
Where can we find what you write?
You can find what we write. It's www.mirror.co.uk. That's our website. That's what we do out here. Cool. So
My
you
apologies.
say it differently out here. It's like you guys say mirror. I say it mirror.
Right?
MIRROR. Mirror.co.uk. Mirror.
We can't talk.
You guys say mirror.
We
Mirror.
butchered your language long ago. Really.
Butchered your language.
Yes,
They say the same about Scousers. They say that Scousers
Didn't
butchered
get your
the English
publication
language.
right. Having
Do
a
you
bad.
listen to us when we talk? And you say, boy, they talk funny. What do you say? Like, they talk bad? Or
No, you
guys
guys talk. It's when I'm over here and people think that I'm either Irish or Australian, and it's like, no, but okay.
British, yeah. That's funny.
That's the Irish guy. Get the Irish guy. Did we get the Tottenham game on? No, we didn't.
Not quite, but that's all right.
Man U,
that's all right. So, if I could follow up on my question about being an English fan in England, I think it's amazing how close things are, relatively. So when I think of the United States, the Los Angeles, LA Galaxy could be playing, I don't know, the new team, Minnesota United, and that's 1,000+ miles away.
It's true.
How much of being an English football fan, is traveling to away matches?
Do you know what you would get? Like, fans, they don't really think anything of travelling. Like, particularly if you're a season ticket holder and you can get tickets to away games like that or big games. Like, say if we had, like, a game in Portsmouth or Plymouth, which is, like, right down the bottom, the other end of the country, basically.
Right. How long a drive would that be?
I would. Oh goodness. Probably. My geography is terrible. Oh, it's finally on! Woo! Tottenham game. Burnley. Oh, you should have this in the bag, man.
I would think so. Hopefully.
It's got to be like okay, so it's 4 hours to London. If you're going the other way, say like 6, 7 plus hours. It's a long way. And the thing is, like,
not bad. I drove 6 hours to Buffalo for a basketball game 2 weeks ago.
And this is the funny thing, actually. When I moved from Liverpool to London, it's like you go for dinner and it's 45 minutes, an hour away. You don't think anything of that. Whereas in Liverpool, that's like going to Manchester just to kind of go out for dinner. You wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But no, travelling fans, and this is where like Liverpool fans are the best in the world because they will travel. They will go wherever. Like, you know, I mean, for Champions League games,
Yep.
nowhere is out of bounds. You know, you will spend, I mean, you've probably got a lot of berated husbands who've spent an awful lot of money travelling to games. You know, you'll go every end of the country, you'll go to the European games, you know, I mean, especially like, obviously, if we ever make it to a final again, we haven't had one for, well, no, actually, we had one last time.
Tell you what, you're building the right way. You're building the right way. It'll come.
It's true. And yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't matter where we're playing, we will go en masse. You know, sometimes you see, say, like, if we have home games and it's against Southampton or something like that, you know, a game from really far down south.
Right.
You'll see a lot of empty seats, or you won't see necessarily the same travelling support that you would get if it was the other way around.
Sure.
And, I mean, that's the beauty, you know. These fans will travel through the night. They'll get on a coach at silly o'clock in the morning to go and do it, even if we lose. I mean, you don't want to travel that far and go home with a defeat. But at the end of the day, you're not a Liverpool fan for the wins. You know, maybe if you were in the 80s. Doesn't have it. Exactly.
You're a Liverpool fan for life, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that becomes a part of your psyche.
It's true. It's true. I mean, like, if you were to check out half these guys here, they've got it tattooed on them. That's for life.
That is
so, yeah.
Unless you pay a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But yeah, they will do that.
Now, how many of the Liverpool fans with the tattoos on were actually from the
Do you know what? Actually, well, funny enough, one of the guys who's right behind the Kopites, Dwayne, we were just chatting then. We're from, this is my man in the red jacket. We'll get him over. Yeah. We realised today, I met Dwayne a few times. We're from 5 minutes down the road in Liverpool, both from Egbert. It's literally like in the same neighbourhood. He's got it tattooed on him. I'm not down for tattoos, but oh no, that's the thing. If you're going to get that tattooed on you, I mean, I love Liverpool. I will always love Liverpool. I'm still not getting it inked on me.
Like defacing ink on your body that'll last a lifetime.
Exactly.
You're okay with
it's
that.
It's true. Yeah. I always remember my dad always used to say, like, oh, when we won it 5 times, I'll get 5 stars or whatever. And I was like, oh, fine. Yeah. But that's why, like, loads of people get it on their arms, so you can just keep adding.
Sure.
It hasn't happened yet, but, you know, six is around the corner, I'm sure.
That's great.
Well, these guys get it when they're like 18.
You're not talking anywhere near a microphone.
Oh, okay. These guys get it
what
when
do you
they're
think?
18.
It just goes posthumously?
Shouting into the ether.
It's like they get it when they're 18, but then all of a sudden, when they're 60, one star's up here, one star's
I know,
down
yeah.
there. It's not that great.
It's like when women get their tattoos all over here, it's like, no, it's not going to look the same.
That's funny. That is so funny.
Boot Room hoodies.
Look at this. Eric.
We told you we were going to get you kitted out here.
Jacket. Let's go.
I know. I got myself branded up today. I got my hat. I got my
beautiful.
hat. I know. These are cool.
I like this hat.
This is very American as well. I don't think I'd have worn one of these in the UK.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I don't know if I'm allowed to keep this, but if so, I would love to. It looks great. Eric, show that off.
Give that. Yeah, we got to
show that off to the camera.
Oh no. I'll show it off later. It doesn't fit right under my seat. There you go. How's this?
This is great. You're still not facing the camera, but that's all right. See, Eric is what we like to call. He's raw on camera. There he is.
There he is.
I am your father.
Yeah, you do look like a Sith Lord like that.
He's raw. He's good on. He's really good on radio, but he just has fun with it. It's great. Oh my. So, hey, thanks for having us up to your little
No, thank you for
here.
coming and joining us. It's great to have you.
This was so much fun. And
as I say, this is a quiet day. Like, it's a derby day, so it's busy.
Yep.
But, yeah, if you had us kind of like a late kickoff, or you wouldn't be able to move here.
We wouldn't be able to move.
Did they tell you that we had Mike Myers here the other week? In that corner, in fact, he just kind of sloped in. We were like, "That's Mike Myers, is it?" And obviously we got Daniel Craig. I mean, who can say that they've got James Bond as a fan?
That's
Come on,
phenomenal.
What was that?
Daniel Craig is a huge Liverpool fan. James Bond supports Liverpool.
Yep.
He's like the oldest James Bond or something. I just read that. Like, how old is he? Like 60 almost.
Daniel Craig.
I thought
No,
he was
no,
younger.
he's
Wasn't he
like
the one in Skyfall?
he's the current one or
Yeah.
the blonde
He ended
guy.
up being the oldest guy.
You're still not talking
Oh,
to a
maybe.
microphone.
I didn't realize we were still in the air. Okay, how's
We're
that?
just talking and talking and talking.
Yeah,
and
I
talking.
just
You're going to have so
having fun.
much stuff to go through.
Yeah, don't worry. He has a lot to go
Eric,
through.
man. I'll go through any amount of tape. That's no big deal.
I want to talk to you in 30 years and see how crazy you are, okay?
Sounds
Believe
good.
me.
Sounds good. That's a deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind. You're going to feel really bad when I'm...
It was those shots, man. It was them shots.
I think so. I think so.
I was St. Patty's Day. Am I okay?
Ooh.
Was that last Friday or the Friday
Friday
before?
before last, yeah.
And we went to a thing in Philadelphia, an Irish festival from Thursday to Sunday.
Oh man.
And I guess you paid the first day. This band Blackthorn was a big local East Coast Irish band.
I get
So they're
you.
really good. So I wanted to see them, and we ended up going back every day. Because I told you the situation with my wife's friends. Okay, So we went every day. I couldn't believe it. It was like I was in a fraternity again, like I was a kid again.
You know what?
You know,
Let's play Natalie, the Blackthorn. Unless you can finish that story, but
No, that's
Blackthorn.
okay. I'm finished. Obviously. Go ahead. You could do
I
it.
checked out Philly just before New Year.
I
It
love
was
your
great.
screen that has
Thank
like the
you.
broken glass.
This
Broken
is
glass.
I got
Oh.
the Spider-Man app on this.
Mine's not quite
Yeah.
as bad, but it's there.
This is just an iPod. That's okay. But this is a Blackthorn song. You're gonna hear it in your ears right now. And this is the song that we will come into every single. Eric thinks you'll know the song. I don't know if you will. Well, I guess you'll know.
Do you have to be of a certain age?
Well, that's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's just another. It's a remake on it. It's not the.
An Irish remake of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is true.
So that's our.
That's cool.
That's our intro song for every show.
Really?
Yep. So
Nice.
Eric got to go see Blackthorn, which was great.
I got to see that,
Which was really fun.
The thing about it was, are we still on?
Yes.
Thank you. The thing about it was, I wasn't ready for a 4-day marathon at 52. Okay, that's tough. You know, I mean, it's been a long time since my fraternity party.
Never too old to revisit that.
Certainly not.
So maybe we will let Natalie go though, but we appreciate the time. It
No,
was
thank you very
really,
much for
really
having
cool
me,
to have
guys.
you on.
Anytime you want to come back, come and revisit the Kopites.
Appreciate it.
Gladly have you back.
Thanks for making us an honorary set of members of the Kopites
And thank
this
you.
morning.
I'm gonna wear this with pride.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Well,
guys.
glad one of you guys can wear blue. You know,
I'm not that
your
fussy.
colleague
I almost
wouldn't wear it.
almost did my nails blue for this, and then I thought, no, I
Ah.
can't do that. That's just tempting fate. And obviously, I did the right choice with red, so it was cool.
That's
And you
great.
know what they say? They probably say, well, you know, your blood is red, like Liverpool. If it was blue.
They say that, don't they? That's cool. No, thank you for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks. Natalie from the Daily Mail, Vuvu Soccer, live from the Boot Room NYC.
The Daily Mirror.
What did I say?
What is that link again?
Did I say?
www.mirror.co.uk.
www.mirror.co.uk.
.co.uk.
Co.
Co.
It's
UK.
like UK's com.
We don't
So
know
check
yet.
her out. Do you write about football at all? Or not?
Sometimes, occasionally.
Have you ever done a show on this place?
I wrote about when Mike Myers came in the other week.
Oh, wow.
If you Google mirror.co.uk Mike Myers, you'll find my story.
I'm so jealous of you. You're young, you're single, and you're living in Manhattan. That's pretty exciting.
Someone's
bad
gonna do
thing.
it.
It's like the
Someone's
show
gonna
Sex
do
in
it.
the City.
I
You remember
know,
that?
and Kim Cattrall is a Liverpool fan as well, so it's perfect. It's perfect. She is. She's Scouse.
Wow.
We got all the best ones.
She's not British, is she?
No, she's born in Liverpool, though. We've got all the best ones. Daniel Craig, Kim Cattrall.
Why is it so great? These people. How come people can't be their own, use their own languages? There was a show that I found out
What does
that
that
the
mean?
girl was music was English, and she was using or was American, was using an English accent all the time.
Oh.
It's so weird. Like I can't remember what show it was, but it blew my mind. The one where the girl plays. Nah, that's not it. Forget it. What's the one?
I mean, there was a Friends episode where the girl changed her, but I assume that's not what you're talking about.
No,
Also a New York show, by the way.
True.
It was a girl who was doing an American accent. She was British, and I thought it was so weird that she couldn't just have a regular, because they would do an after show. It was like an HBO show. They would do the after show, and I'm like, she's British.
Why would you put it in? I know.
It was the one. Oh God.
Such a great accent too.
It was. I'll think of it.
That's true.
You get old, you start forgetting stuff. Really. Like they're asking me, like I'm looking at these people. I don't know any of these people. Then I realize I never knew any of those people.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oldies but goodies.
Yeah. Well, these. I mean, look at that. There he is.
There he is. We're looking at pictures of Liverpool legends on the wall here at Boot Room NYC.
We've got all
around.
kitted out. Yeah.
Yeah, but we will let you go, and I will try this one more time. Natalie from the Daily Mirror.
Woo!
Mirror. The Daily Mirror.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure, guys.
It
Take
has
care.
been. See you soon. This has been Vuvu Soccer, and you're right. We will be back very soon. Have a good day, everybody.
We'll let you know.
Oh, man. Beautiful. Hey. Oh. Cheers. That's got some teeth. Wow.